Brought to you by miniature Rockit Apples. Being naturally small in a big apple world inspires us to celebrate all acts of bravery. Big and small, we are honored to be a global partner of Special Olympics in the daily act of bravery this organization inspires.
What's your story?
What does accessibility mean to you?
Hello and welcome to another episode of this special edition of the Inclusion Revolution Radio collaboration with accessiBe Spotlight Sessions. My name is Josh Basil. I'm your co-host for today's show. I'm a C4-5 quadriplegic, paralyzed below my shoulders, and a passionate disability rights advocate and trial attorney, focused on breaking down barriers to access and inclusion for people with disabilities.
I'm Novi Craven, your other co-host for today's show. I'm a proud Special Olympics athlete and employee of Special Olympics International. I play bocce, basketball, and about any other sport you can think of. I love Special Olympics and the work our organization does to promote friendship, respect, and of course, inclusion.
To celebrate the start of a new school year, we're excited to speak with Special Olympics Global Ambassador, Hollywood actress, model, and recent graduate of Clemson University, Lily D. Moore. Born with Down syndrome, Lily doesn't let her disability define her. As a professional actress and model, she secured TV roles on film and commercials. Beyond the screen, she's a compassionate advocate, spearheading initiatives that bring joy and inclusivity to the world. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lily, and welcome to the Inclusion Revolution podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So excited about this.
Lily, I'd love to know how you became a Special Olympics Global Ambassador.
Well, I supported Special Olympics Georgia, and then Special Olympics International asked me to become a global ambassador. I have been a global ambassador for 4 years now. It's been a lot of fun.
What has been your favorite Special Olympics moment?
Good question. Being a Grand Marshal for Special Olympics Georgia and becoming a global ambassador. I've met so many wonderful people along the way.
And let's talk a little bit about your educational journey. Can you tell us about your transition from high school to Clemson University? And I'm sure your path has inspired so many others with disabilities and without disabilities to pursue higher education, but tell us more.
Yeah, it's been a big transition, but a lot of fun. I got to live away from my parents and have 3 roommates. I have gained the independence going all around campus, being a manager for both the lacrosse and cheerleading teams, and I even got to join a sorority.
What was that? What was sorority life like?
It was really fun. The whole process was really cool, just like meeting so many different like sororities and meeting all the different girls in there, which was a lot of fun, and they were all really sweet. It was definitely a crazy week for sure, but it was such a good week and such a like inspirational week, just like getting to know everything and all that, which was really cool. And then at the end of the week, we had the big day where we got to find out what sorority we got into. And so I always wanted to be a part of ADPI because my grandmother was in there. And so I found out that I got into that sorority and I was so happy.
That's awesome. Awesome. So being a part of the Clemson Life and really a life skill program for students with intellectual disabilities. What makes this program so special, and why is it important for other colleges to have similar programs?
Well, life stands for learning is for everyone. I truly believe that people with disabilities can go to college, take classes, and learn just like typical students. I took math, cooking, and apartment classes job internships, and even tap. It was amazing.
And starting with a new school year is coming up, and it can be scary for others. Fueled up by pressure to fit in and kind of make friends. What advice would you give to other schools, staff, and students to make sure everyone feels welcome and included?
Look past the disability and look for what we can do and what we have in common. Embrace the differences.
And I, I'm I want to throw a kind of a question that's kind of in my mind, but like, if you could go back to when you started college, what advice would you give yourself, um, if you could do it all over?
Yeah, that's a great question. Just like reflecting back on those days when I got accepted was like crazy to me. But I'll just just say like it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. But it's such a great difference to make because like you get to learn so many things along the way, and it's just very inspirational just to see how far I've come in these 2 years.
I'm very proud of you, and congratulations
Thank you.
again. And you did it. You made it, and you worked hard. Um, so Unified Schools began with Special Olympics Unified Sports to build inclusive school communities for young people of all abilities. The program creates an environment where everyone feels welcomed, valued, and included both in school and in their local community. Um, how does Unified Champion Schools foster an inclusive environment across its extensive presence in over 30,000 schools spanning 150 countries globally?
Well, my school had Special Olympics when I was there. It was sports that broke down barriers and brought everyone together.
Sports is a universal language that brings people together, and I love that. Thank you so much for all your great answers.
Thanks.
Lily, how did you get into acting? And can you tell us more about the TV shows and films you have been in?
Yeah, well, when I was 6, I used to live in Austria in Europe for 3 years. And so I took a drama class over there in school and I fell in love with it. And so when we moved back home, I told my mom that I wanted to act. And so I've been in a lot of things, but what I am known for is Rebecca on Never Have I Ever, which is on Netflix, and Kendall in Color My World with Love, which is on Hallmark.
As an actor and model with Down syndrome, can you share some of the challenges you faced and how you overcame them?
Yeah, I have had 11 surgeries in my life, which has led to some long recoveries. So I had to miss out on acting in that time. But the biggest challenge is rejection. Being told no over and over and over is hard because you work hard, learn lines, only to learn you didn't book the job.
But all those rejections or no's, as you put it, didn't stop you, and you kept moving forward, and you got those gigs, you got those jobs, and I love seeing your presence in the entertainment world.
Thank
And
you.
I'd love to know, what are some ways that the entertainment industry can become more accessible to people with disabilities?
Believe that people with disabilities can act and take us seriously and show us the same respect you would anyone else. Also, people with disabilities don't have to just play people with disabilities. If if we fit the breakdown, give us an audition and show us and let us show you what we can do.
Thanks.
Well said. I'm just sitting here like, wow. On that note, What does inclusion mean to you?
Accepting everyone, whether they have a disability or not. Accepting everyone, no matter what their skin color is. We all should be able to love and respect each other in this great big world because we are all unique, beautiful, and brave.
Well said.
Thanks.
I'm just sitting there like, that is a fantastic answer.
Thanks.
Lily is a force to be reckoned with. Her courage and spirit shine bright throughout everything she does. We are so grateful for her work as a global ambassador and excited to see where her journey leads. Thank you so much for being our guest today. It was fantastic.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Lily. And you can learn more about accessiBe, the Inclusion Revolution Radio, and Special Olympics by subscribing on YouTube and following us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Find us on our handles at accessiBe_community and at Special Olympics. Thank you all. Thank you, Lily. And we look forward to our next episode. Bye, everyone.